Hey, this is Brian Jones from Valhalla Academy in Frankfort, Kentucky, and this is part of our Fundamental Movement Skills series. Today we're going to work on stand-in base. The stand-in base is one of the most basic, but not necessarily the easiest thing to master for new students. It has applications for self-defense, for tournament jiu-jitsu, and it's a great workout if you want to add that in to a movement series as part of a circuit. So what we're going to do, basically, this is teaching you how to stand up properly and in a self-defense situation, stand up without getting knocked back down, punched, and stand up ready to engage your opponent again. I'm going to scoot back slightly so I'll stay in the frame, and let's look at this movement. The way I teach this movement is I'm going to have the person sit on their side, okay, as if there's a standing opponent, okay, and we are on our backs. So we can either be on this side, on our right side, straight to the center, or our left side. Okay, when I'm here, we'll just do it on this one side. I've got my hand planted on the back. I'm going to have my foot planted. These are our weight-bearing limbs right here, our hand and our foot. This leg is going to be free to do movements. If we were doing self-defense, we could use it to kick or push off, and it's going to be the one that's going to slide back. Our hand is going to be out and up. If you're sort of doing it as a relaxed version, it's going to be kind of resting on your knee. Okay, but we're using this either to push or to block any kind of incoming strikes. So the way I teach this is we get into the position, and then I have everybody just lift their hip and leg up as high as they can. So we'll do it just like this. Okay, so once the hip and leg have been freed from the mat, then we're going to swivel the leg that's up back behind us and put it down on the floor and end up in a balanced stance. I'll demonstrate. Up, back, and stand. Okay, so do it again. We're going to lift, swivel, and stand. So the real key is we don't want to be too narrow, because when we take our hand away, we're going to fall. Okay, and we don't want to be so wide that we lose sight of our opponent or the threat that's in front of us. So we want to be somewhere between those two extremes, and we want our stance to feel stable enough that were someone to rush at us and try to tackle us, we can meet that force and not fall back down. So I'm going to demonstrate the same thing from the side. We'll do a few hip lifts and then a few movements through the whole thing. This has been Brian Jones from Valhalla Academy in Frankfort, Kentucky, reminding you to train hard, train smart, and train often. I'll see you next time.